Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens.
We got this.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jackson on first down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they... And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Second and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. They go play action with Jackson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run in the offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. 6-0 our score after one. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll look to throw here. Washington's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Jackson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Kelly. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 22, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down again. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Chopper. Chopper. Okay, we got to get this up here, team. Smoke. 53, come on. Check, 53. And go.
They'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. When you're under a minute to go here in the half, field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 out block. Age 3, 2, 18. Chop. Go.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And going deep for Hill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll go again to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now back to throw. Rolling to his left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking left sideline, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got him in, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering where it's going to go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Out, out. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. 53 is the Mike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the I. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Come on, set.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Jackson to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll try and run it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Don't be scared of it.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bang, bang. 34's the Mike, 34's the Mike. He's coming.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Steps away to him. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephen Weatherly. In there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Kelly to try to punch it in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second down and goal. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Kelly. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th down, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Check 53's mine. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come. Ready.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And it's 4th down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fires the mic. Fires the mic. All day, dog. Mike 5, Mike 5. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5, Mike 5.
Here's Jackson throwing again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jaguars, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll